Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today we are going to play around with these little pumpkin place cards. And I found these at Hobby Lobby, but I'm sure, you know, there's probably lots of craft stores, maybe even the dollar store. I don't know if they would have these particular kinds that go over or that open and close, because they're place cards, so you're supposed to put a, you know, put a name on it and put it like that in front of the person's place at the Thanksgiving table. But we're going to put them over the page of our journals. Well, that's what they will be eventually. And then there will be a pumpkin on both sides. What I'm trying to figure out is this, because I'm not crazy about this. So that's why I have the screen paper out. I think I might trace this and then cut out a piece to go in the same spot, other than there's this weird part, but I guess we're just gonna wing it. It's just gonna have to be what it is, basically. It's not always a perfect process, because that's not what these are for, right? So I thought maybe if I put, like, covered the inside, but that's just gonna cover up that part. You're still gonna have that weird hole, but I guess at least that's better than nothing, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'm going to turn it back this way, glue the green paper here. I'll probably glue the green paper here too, just because that way when you open it to write, you can write in it. It'll have, you know, something good on it. But I don't want to cover the whole thing, because we have to be able to cut this part out. So I know that's a little tedious, especially maybe I should have made some of these up, and maybe I will just do one of these, and then the rest of them I will do on my own time. So how is everybody? I hope that you're all doing fabulous. I am doing okay, other than I'm not having tons of joy with the smoke, but because I can't go walk because of my asthma. I mean, I could, but then I would just be hacking up a lung all day. So yeah, other than that, it's good. It did cool down a tiny bit and that's mostly because of the smoke. I've mentioned that, but it's just gonna get hot again, so that's all right. 'Tis the season. But I would be super ecstatic if that smoke went away. I'm sure we all would, because I think it's probably hitting a lot of states, not just ours, because the fire that we're getting pummeled by now is in California. And it's a huge one, so I think a lot of people are catching that smoke, because it's kind of a lot bigger than the Oregon fires that we were dealing with. They're still going too, which doesn't help, but the majority of the smoke, from what they said, is California. So I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat as moi. So yeah, other than that, all is well. Just ran errands today. Had to get some more paper to cut on my Glowforge. And the only place I can find that particular paper in my area, I know that there's lots of other places in the world, but is Hobby Lobby. So that's where I went, and then found the pumpkins and was like, oh, these would be fun to play with. Because who doesn't love some pumpkins? I'm sure there's somebody, but I love them. It's one of my favorite things. And I found the cutest picture of mushrooms. Had to have that. It's really dangerous for me to go there. I usually just go straight to where the paper is that I use to cut on the Glowforge, grab it, and leave, because if I get wandering around, it's all bad. It's all bad. So I generally try to just run in and out, but today I just wandered all over and drooled over everything. Oh gosh. We don't, I mean, we have Michael's and we have Joann's, but our Joann's is gotten really, I don't know what's happened to Joann's, but anyway, it isn't good. So And then our Michaels is okay. It just isn't great. So I do love my Hobby Lobby. But if you don't, that's, you do you, boo. That's what I have to say. World would be a boring place if we all were the same. All right. Just trying to get rid of all these little bits. And then I'll just do this side on my own because I think you guys get it. You cover it if you want to. You don't have to do this. I just think it'll look a little better on the other side if that is covered. And you definitely don't have to do both sides either. For now, I'm just going to ink it, and then it'll be all inked and ready to go. Sorry, my allergies. So then when it goes back through, hopefully it'll still fold and work. See, then it looks a little bit better on that side. Okay, not perfect, but better. How did I got glue everywhere. Always get glue everywhere. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is kind of make a cluster on it so that it's a little more decorative. Of course, you could just have them like this. They're super cute, and put them over your top of your page. But we're gonna add some other things to ours. And I got all kinds of little junk here. So you could go totally fall. Let's do one that's totally fall first. I liked this lady because this makes me think of fall because she's got the, you know, the thing over her hair. But I know a lot of times they wore these no matter what time of year it was, especially if you're riding in a convertible. My grandmother wore the scarf around her hair. I can't get hold of that. Yeah, a lot. So I do know that. But it just makes me think of fall. Because it's, you know, the wind starts kicking. And I like doing this with these because then they're not quite so big, because like this, it would fit, but I like that better for this. Let's not have the blade falling on our toe. That would be not happy times. I've done that outside when I'm trimming the grapevines with the clippers. They're just handheld ones, but I was trying to hold vines, do all that, and donk, right into my foot went the clippers. That wasn't fabulous, I'm just gonna say. That was not fabulous. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to decide what I want to go with this. So I'm like searching. Could do that, or I have some of my flowers. Kind of like that one, or this one, I wonder. So I gotta try all the things now. And then there's leaves. And oh, I have these too. I also got these at Hobby Lobby. The only thing I don't love is that gigando thing in the center. What is that? What if we munch it a little? Will that work or no? I know you guys all think I'm crazy. I am a little, but you gotta try things to figure out new ways. Ooh, that's not great. So it did help a little bit though, because it's so sticky outy. This is the technical term. I don't know if I like that now though that I smushed it. You could also decorate these up and still have them for places at your Thanksgiving table. How cute would it be to do like a family picture, a picture of the person rather than writing their name? That would be cute. And then these are from my wildflower, or my, what did I call that kit? Oh my gosh. Grungy butterflies and pressed flowers. That's what it was. Okay, this is all falling apart on her and I don't like it, so we're gonna get rid of that. Maybe we'll use this. Sorry, I didn't sit here and figure out where I'm gonna put everything, so this might take me a minute. No. And you could have it hang off a little bit too, because most of this would be on the page. And I printed these on cardstock, so they're good like that. I liked the yellow. You could take the center out, but then you have to have something to put in the center. This. Piece of fabric. Perhaps all kind of squishy squashed. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay, let me get these inked. So what are you guys up to? Anything fun, or are you just like sitting in the house sweating? I do a lot of that too. Yeah, it's bad. So I think we'll go kind of like that with that piece. Sounds cool too. But yeah, just get out lots of little bits that work for whatever the season is that you're doing. You could do these for a lot of different seasons. You could make your own little fold over the page things. Doesn't have to be pumpkins, doesn't have to be fall, doesn't have to be Halloween, doesn't have to be any of those things that I'm doing. I don't know what in the world, why I put glue all over the back of that, but I did, because I always do. Because I have to get glue everywhere, it's the rule. And you won't even see this ugly side either, because, well, you will when you go to write on it, but you're not going to see it. I keep making it worse, you guys. I'm just making it worse. One of these times I will learn not to put so much darn glue. Okay, so we'll put that one there. We'll put this one maybe a little higher. And then we can, I won't put as much on this one. And I won't go all the way to the edge. And then we'll take this kind of, maybe we need a different shape. I like the torn edge part showing. Oh, you know, sometimes it's just very hard for me to get going when I very first start, and then it kind of starts to come to me. Do you guys have that problem, or is that a me thing? I feel like that's probably pretty normal. That's the textured paper that's in my shop. Oh, I need to put more of that in my shop. So if you see that it's run out and you didn't get any and you want some, just let me know. I'll try to remember to do that today, because I got more. I like how there's strings all over that. Maybe. Kind of want it to curve a little bit. I want the strings on there. You guys stay here. And then we could have, if it'll fit, I don't know if it'll fit because these are pretty big. We're gonna say November. They had all kinds of stuff on sale, which was also dangerous at Hobby Lobby today. Just clearancing things out, I think probably because they're getting ready for all their Christmas stuff. But yeah, these would be really fun to do. I know that's kind of a pain, especially if you have a giant family, but if you have a little bitty family like mine, it's easy to do those kind of projects where you know, I could put everybody's photo on and do that kind of thing. These might be too big for this. Maybe I need to get smaller letters. Yeah, that's too big. I mean, if you're gonna do just that and something else, it might work, but I think that's too big. I want something else down here though. Any of these might. I don't have any of these that are like fall-ish. I have the spooky ones, but I don't think they'll work. Yeah. Sorry, I know that fan is loud, but I'm gonna melt if I don't have it going, so it was better than melting. We'll use some of these little bits from Tim Holtz, maybe. But if you had some cool fall thing or something, that's what I would put. All the same, I keep picking the same shape. I don't want the same shape. I think I'll put that one under. Okay. I can get a hold of it. Okay, I'll put her down. And I don't mind that string just hanging out there. Turn it just a little bit. And then this one. I like these little bitty Tim Holtz bits. I know I say that every time, but I really do. They're just handy because you get those spots where you're like, I just need a little something. And they're perfect for that. Yeah, so then if you had some cool saying or some fall thing you could put there, you could also do the other side up so that they're both decorated when you put it on your journal page. But I just think that will be super cute to have over a page. And then you can, oh, you still end up having that, but, and then you can take it off and write on it. And I will put green on the other side too, but anyway. So there's that. Put a paper clip on it and you're all set. You could also, oh, this might even be a better idea, turn them into one of those hidden paper clip things. So put the paper clip inside of there, close it up, and then you could slide it over the top. So either way, just a fun little thing to do. So let's do an maybe a Halloween one. So you can do just fall. I think they'd be really fun. I think I might have to do that. Like, do some for my family. If I remember. My brain's intact enough to remember that. So this was connected to two other ladies, but I just cut them apart because I just wanted the one. Where did I put? I had some leaves, I thought. Oy, oy, oy. I have these little tiny witch hats. And I have these in my shop. They're, I think it's hats, bats, and cats, or cats, bats, and hats. I don't remember what configuration, but anyway, see, they fit on the little Tim Holtz people. I'll just have to cut off the top of her already existing hat, which isn't a big deal. To put on her little witch's hat, I need to cut off just a tiny bit more on this side maybe. And you might have to do this to their heads because, you know, obviously if they have hair sticking up or something, you don't want it covering up your, or sticking out of the top of your hat, or your hat's not going to look like it's actually like on her. Now clearly she does not look like a witch, but that's kind of the fun part, you know. You just, or like she's just wearing the hat as a costume thing. It's just fun to do these for Halloween. And it's not scary, it's just fun. You do gotta kind of sit them low for it to look right. I like to angle them a little because we kind of tend to do that, you know, when we wear things like that. Okay, so there's that. And we could try it again and do October and see if we can make that work, or if these are just going to be way too big. I have little tiny numbers, but I don't have very many little tiny letters. I guess I do have some smaller than these. Come now, piece of paper. This is just that old, whatchamacallit, piece of envelope, but I love that paper. I wish I had miles of it. That old paper. Because it's just a great color and everything about it's fabulous. Okay, so she looks like she's sitting. I could put October. I think that'll work. And somewhere I had some leaves. These are also in the shop. All kinds of leaves. Oh, that one's tiny. That one's tiny. Have any colorful ones that are tiny? a little bit smaller. I like to spritz these with a little bit of Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. I know, then they're going to be wet. I should have done that first. But I never think ahead like that. And I have Crackling Campfire. I'm putting it over here. I know you can't see, but I'm just spritzing it a little. Very little. Oops, that one got very lot. I'm sure you're shocked. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Vintage Photo too. And have it all over my hands. Okay, I'm going to get those dry. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm not going to worry about that back part. But I do kind of want to, I probably should have spritzed this too with the ink. Just thought of that just now, of course, because I turned the camera back on. Why didn't I think of it before? You could also do the deal like I did with the playing cards if you wanted them to have a little bit more of a grungy look, where we put either sewing tissue or that cicada wing paper type stuff would work well to go over the top of them and then cut around them. Since it's a pumpkin, it's kind of an easy shape to cut, so you can feel like doing a little bit more with it than you might otherwise. But see, here's my sprayed leaves. They just look a little bit more like leaves that way than if you have them. We're gonna have it like she's just sitting at the edge of the pumpkin with some leaves. I know her feet need to be tucked onto something, but I'm not really gonna worry about that right now. And maybe the October, we could put a mushroom somewhere. Smaller mushrooms. Yeah, I like that. And see, that's not like anything super cringy or scary. Okay, somewhere I know. I can't pick it up. I do have the bat. I feel like I need to do more to this pumpkin. Sorry. You know, luckily when I leave, it does not, like I was thinking of sanding that. I don't know where I put my block. We'll see. We'll try it. We're just playing today. Can you tell? I just saw those pumpkins and it sent me off on a tangent. That's all it takes, really. Go to the craft store and then I'm off. Running amok. That's why I don't go very often. I need to get a new one of these. That's what I need. I always like getting rid of the shine on this stuff, but of course not necessary. Put a wet on there. Okay, let's just do this. And I'm just gonna kind of do like that. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. Oh, you could just spray the inside too. So you just get more and more ideas. The longer you play around with this stuff, the ideas just keep coming. And then a little spritz of water. way. Don't blame me if there's some bad words on this paper. I didn't write the book. It's my dollar store book. All right, I'm gonna dry this. I'll be right back. Okay, so that's how that ended up turning out. And I went around the edge with some scorched timber, because I thought that might be a good color. So let's put these pieces on. And I might use a little piece of this. This is that cicada wing, and my friend Betty Ann sent me more of this, so I thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So kind, so kind. And much appreciated. Just gonna kind of put a little piece of it back here, just for some added texture. But you'll kind of be able to see through it. Not that there's a ton to see right there, but you can also crinkle it, which is a nice way to give you a little more texture. It's just like sewing tissue. It's just a little bit darker, basically. And then I think it was this here. Every day, every day, every day, every day, we gotta mess with the glue. Doesn't seem to matter what kind it is either, because I had the same problem with the Barely Arts glue. Not as bad. That's older, and I think that's what the real issue is, but still is driving me a little bit batty. The only thing is, you see, you lift up some of the splatters when you do that. I'm gonna put these kind of under her and maybe have that one hang off a bit, so we don't want to put glue on all of it. Trying to just spread this around, because that will be too much. So I think about there. Oh, I forgot to put the darn mushroom on. Well, we'll kind of put it behind her. I love these Tim Holtz mushrooms. They're cool. We'll just kind of tuck it right out here. I think will work. Oh, that doesn't work because you can't see it because of her and her hat. Too tall. That'll work because it's like right about at her shoulder. I want her to cover up the bottom of that because getting that ink all over her dress, because it's on my fingers. Oh, Amy, somebody was yelling. Thank you. Thank you. Need all the help I can get. That's a fact. Okay, so that's staying pretty flat. I think those are super cute. I think I will put the bat on. I didn't think I wanted the bat, but I think I do. Let's see. Bat. Yeah. It just needs it. Just to give it that little more Halloween feel. It's like a whole little vignette right on your little pumpkin. So we have fall and Halloween. And of course you can do it however you want. And you could do the back too, or you could leave the back, like especially if you spritz it. I like that idea a lot. Just leave it how it is. Oh, I got it everywhere. So anyway, I hope you guys like this idea. I hope you try it out if you got some little pumpkins, or you know, whatever. You could just fold something over the side, cut out your own little pumpkins, whatever. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.